Yo, killing me with this.
But we could check out some of these time codes from Kill Tony. Of course, we always love Tony. Checking out his vests and stuff like that, you know. And I'm telling you, no vest this week, but what he's wearing is a hell of a lot gayer.
Coming to you live from the Comedy Mothership here in Austin, Texas, for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
What the fuck is this guy wearing? I wasn't even paying attention the whole time until he actually came out. Look at this shit. He's wearing like a turtleneck, but it's not a turtleneck. Wait, we're going to get a better close-up on it. Hold on, just 1 second. Look at this fucking thing. What is that? Texas University, right? Longhorns, I think. It's like it's supposed to be like a hoodie, right? But it has no hood. But it has a neck. It has like a turtleneck, right? But the turtleneck has drawstrings. So, I mean, maybe you could like choke yourself out. Like Mike David, of course, from Red Bar, he always makes this joke about Tony. That he always pictures Tony inside of one of those like vacuum sealed GIMP like latex suits, and they just like vacuum seal your whole body until like you can't move at all, and you have like an air tube that comes out. That's how you're breathing. And they got him on a table doing that, and they're spinning him around, and everyone's just spitting on him. Mike does this great bit. Go and fucking watch it. But shit like this kind of like backs up these like funny little claims about Tony. Because if you're wearing something like this, to me, that says you like getting choked out or something. Because nobody who's straight or has in their right mind is going to wear something like this, you know? And if they are, it ain't going to be in white. But look at this guy in his fucking intro coming out wearing this shit.
So to Kill Tony, give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
Who's ready for the best fucking Monday night of their lives, huh? Yeah, baby!
Yeah, baby! Looks like he's wearing fucking shoulder pads.
Sometimes I don't know how fucking cringy and ridiculous I sound.
Look at that. So this episode, we got Chris Distefano and Joe Derosa. Chris Distefano, I don't think I've actually talked about Chris on the podcast, but we will be shortly. This guy is like he's like anxiety personified or something like that. It's something about Chris is just like off. He's getting a little bit better with it, but every now and then Chris goes into these like psychotic episodes where he just starts ruining his own life. And I like to see shit like that with these guys. And then he has his buddy Joe Derosa on there with him. They're going to be the panel guests on Kill Tony. Joe was a comedian. Then he like quit comedy to open up like a sandwich shop in New York or something. Then he started a podcast with Sal Volcano, whatever, from the Impractical Jokers. Sal, another one that I just can't stand for almost no apparent reason. Something about that dude's face just fucking throws me off. But anyway, we're going to check out this intro with Chris and good old Joe DeRosies.
Are you guys ready for the best fucking show you've ever seen? Here we go. Anything can happen. I lined up two of the funniest guests that we've ever had on this show, two of the funniest guests in the world, two of my favorite comedians, legends of New York, here quite often because Austin is the new comedy capital of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, your guests tonight, two of the greatest. Make some noise for Chris Distefano and Joe Derosa.
I'm not gonna lie, every now and then that fucking drummer spits out some goddamn heat. I'm really feeling this beat that he's got going on right now. That doesn't take away from the fact that I fucking hate Tony.
126 signups and 2 of my favorite guests of all time. What's up, Chris?
Hello, how you doing? Feeling good?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We're
You
gonna
look
have
good.
some fucking fun tonight.
Yep, beautiful crowd. There it is. Great hat.
This guy wearing a fucking Gucci bucket hat
I
up
know,
here.
dude. You really look like an idiot.
All right, so this is kind of classic right here. Chris already coming out, attacking the crowd. This ain't a good look. But he's kind of right in doing it, okay? So this guy in the front row, he's got like a Gucci bucket hat on. Kind of almost looks like something that the drummer has on. Look at what the drummer's wearing. You see this? The drummer's wearing like this Asian style hat with like a full brim around the whole thing, but the top is like very pointy. Almost like, it kind of reminds me of, what is that fucking guy that killed everybody in Mongolia? Attila the Hun. Kind of reminds me of like some shit that he would wear, right? This guy's bucket hat kind of looks like that. And Chris sees this and he already is like, dude, you look like a fucking idiot. He's right. But now listen to, Chris throws a zinger. He wants to pass it over to Joe. Listen to what comes out of Joe's mouth.
Wearing a fucking Gucci bucket hat
I
up
know,
here.
dude. You really look like an idiot.
Yeah.
And-
It's unbelievable.
But it's good. You're owning it, and it's about confidence. Yeah,
Wow.
dude. No, don't pull it down. It makes it worse. But it's good. Good for you.
That is an incredible hat. Joe Derosa, what do you think about how dumb this fucking guy looks?
What do the GGs on it stand for?
Wow, you're so poor and cheap.
It stands for...
So listen to this fucking guy. This is how Joe Derosa is just an old square. You got to stick to the sandwich shop, bro. You can't be on this stage doing this shit. You don't know what Gucci is? And of course, Tony's going to use that as an opportunity to call him out for being poor and stupid, because Tony's got his like longhorn turtleneck with the ties for the choking, right? And he's got like a $50,000 Rolex on. So of course, Tony any opportunity he can take to brag about his wealth, he's going to take it. Joe Derosa could be Tony's best friend, but if it gives him an opportunity to brag about his wealth, of course he's going to shit on him. Why not? Why wouldn't he? Of course, it's only fair. So listen to Joe come out with this. He doesn't even know what Gucci is. What the fuck is happening?
So what do you think about how dumb this fucking guy looks?
What do the GGs on it stand for?
Wow, you're so poor and cheap.
It stands for... The GG stands for gay guy.
That's how I know what it means.
Of course.
Hey, what do the GGs stand for?
Gucci.
Gucci, Poppy.
You fucking free T-shirt wearing motherfucker.
was-
You bought that? Oh,
I like that you're wearing the thing your dad bought you at the game.
Got him.
Fucking start. We just got out here.
oh, Michael's playing those drums. He did not like me saying he just works out and plays the drums. He's like,
See, so now that Joe throws that zinger at Tony, the drummer's loving it because the drummer's getting pissed off. Tony's been digging at him the whole episode so far. So Tony here gets that zinger. The drummer's like starts fucking going crazy over there. We love that about him, okay? We love that about this drummer. So now, obviously, I always talk shit about this show, and one of the main points that I'm always making is I don't like the fact that like some of these people are actually trying to make their dreams come true on the stage, and these guys go real out of their way to like completely embarrass them, make them look like total assholes. There's every now and then you get a guest that actually does want to help these guys, which I find very admirable. One of those guests, if you're familiar with this show back in the day, was Bill Burr. Bill Burr ended up coming on here. He did not like the way these guys were completely embarrassing these bucket pools, especially when he could sincerely see that some of them were trying. Bill Burr did not like that. He took that as an opportunity to put Tony in his place. Be like, what are you guys always coming up here being so negative for with these fucking bucket pools? Tony's over here looking like a pussy, and I got to sit here and watch you guys tear these guys up when they're trying to make their dreams come true? Not fucking happening. Bill Burr just, shut that shit down. Another one was Ric Flair. Ric Flair actually ended up walking off stage. He's like, I'll never do this goddamn show again. He's not even a comedian, but he probably felt so bad for some of the bucket pools and how they were being treated. He wasn't down for that shit. Now, Chris and Joe, they're not like that. they'll be nice, but they're not gonna like walk off stage. They'll still make fun of you a little bit. They are professional comedians at the end of the day. So they get this one bucket pool, and they actually start trying to give this bitch advice, which I actually thought was kind of cool. Let's check this out.
Way at the bar.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say this. I actually thought the most important part of your set was when you did stop. I'm serious. I'm very serious. Because it was you going, fuck. And it was, you were like, no, fuck, and you took a minute or 10 seconds for yourself. And that's important. That you'll go, as you grow as a comic, you'll learn how to do that and not show it as much to the audience. But that's important that you had that comfort level, you can call it nervousness, whatever, that you were able to go, you know what? No, fuck it. Hold on. Give me a second. I got to, whatever. I don't know. I thought that was good.
So now Joe's giving her this very heartfelt advice, right? And it's clearly because she's got a lot of potential as a comedian. And he clearly sees something in her, something that he probably doesn't see in a lot of the other bucket pools that come on this stage. He's clearly got at least 3 different reasons to want to give this girl some help. So he's offering her that. And she's taking it, she's doing what she can with it.
As much to the audience. But that's important that you had that comfort level, you can call it nervousness, whatever, that you were able to go, you know what? No, fuck it. Hold on. Give me a second. I got to, whatever. I don't know. I thought that was good.
Thank
I
you.
think you have, go ahead, clap.
Wow.
And there goes Joe. He has to beg for the clap. Next time, come with an iPad. You get the claps whenever you want them, right? So Joe gives her this heartfelt advice. And she's a very pretty, redheaded girl. You know what I mean? Very, very good-looking girl. I don't want to fucking objectify this chick too much. You know what I mean? She's a fucking human being. Doesn't mean she's not pretty. I'm starting to get baked up. Now, obviously, Joe wants to give her advice. Chris wants to give her advice too now. Chris is like, wait a minute. I'm married, but she's all the way in New York. So maybe I can give this girl advice. I can have some fun in Austin as well.
Perfect.
I honestly, Emily, I thought 1 year you've been doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like that, it's amazing for you to even come up and be able to do this. And then to recover, after you stop in recovery, it was amazing. And I just, I really think you're awesome. And me and your dad would love to hang out with you after this.
I'm trying to get into UT Austin, so let's fucking go.
See what I'm talking about? So for those of you who don't know, this girl's set, she was making jokes about how her dad is paying for this like young mail order bride that he got who's younger than her. He's paying for this girl to like go to college and shit like that. So Chris is like, hey, maybe me, you, and your dad, we could hang out all together. We can work something out. Because like I said, if you're just listening at home, she's very pretty. So, of course, these guys are going to give her advice just based off of the fact that they think that she's good at comedy, right? So now check this out. They get this bucket pool up there. And this guy is like a stuttering fool. He's been on the show a couple different times. He's clearly mentally challenged, right? But he's stuttering like a motherfucker. Like, I tried to time code his set. I couldn't even do it because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to explain this to the audience, right? But they end up getting this guy on stage, and then at the end of his interview, they find out that he's sick. He's been hugging Joe Derosa. He's been stuttering, spitting all over them while he's talking and shit like that, and they do not like it. And I thought this was funny as shit, so I just had to share it with you.
Check out my dates and Jared Nathan comedy.
What? You're a little bit more stuttery, and you're a little more retarded than
Honestly?
usual.
You hear? So Tony right away, he picks up on this guy. He says to him, whoa, you sound a little crazier than normal, because this guy, this shit, when I was watching this, I was thinking of, I think it's Billy Madison, where he's like, today, Junior, like fucking around with that kid that stutters in the kindergarten class. That's what I was picturing with this guy. So he's like, check out my date, trying to do his whole shit. Tony's like, whoa, dude, you've been on the show like 3 times. He's like, you stutter, but you don't sound crazy like this. What the fuck is going on with you? And this is where he drops the bomb on them.
You're a little bit more stuttery and you're a little more retarded than usual. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what's going on.
I've been kind of sick for a couple days.
You've been sick?
I've been sick. Just
Jesus.
kind of shit.
I've never been happier to be in my seat. You're getting it all.
Jared, what the fuck would make you come here if you're sick? This is karma. This is why your tricycle got stolen, Jared. You're out here not caring about
The
others.
show always had to go on, you know?
No, it doesn't always.
And that's his response to that shit. Tony asks him why he's coming over here if he has to go. The show has to go on. The show has to go on. We have to keep doing the show. Tony's like, no, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Watch, he's about to kick this guy out. Chris starts getting pissed because this guy starts telling them that he's been throwing up and shit before coming on stage. Watch this.
You're out here not caring about others.
The show always had to go on, you know?
No, it doesn't always have to go on.
No.
It doesn't always have to go on. You're gonna get everybody sick, which is a good thing for the guy in the douchey Gucci hat, but a bad thing for everybody else around us.
What were your symptoms?
He wasn't retarded before this.
Watch Chris. Watch Chris when this guy tells him that he was throwing up.
Derosa's about to hit a whole new low over here.
I just been puking and feel like shit, so I can...
Okay. Put the fucking mic in the mic stand.
Jesus.
Chris gets so upset by that. Watch him.
Okay.
Look at Chris. Oh my God, this guy's been puking. What is he doing on the fucking stage? What the fuck? Get him off the stage, dude. He's pissed. Chris, like, I cannot believe this fucking retard is pissed. He's sick as shit on here, puking. And then he's talking into the mic. They got to share that mic with all the other bucket pools, the regulars. Eventually, William Montgomery's going to hit that goddamn stage. You know, this isn't shit that should be going down like this. Now, Tony's about to kick him off the stage.
Put the fucking mic in the mic stand.
Jesus
Jared,
Christ.
are we going to switch mics? Do we have a mic switch that we can do?
Ugh. I'd rather
bottle of
blow
what?
Chen than fucking...
Jared, get out of here. God
You
Just
damn it.
hugged me, too. You hugged me.
You hugged me. Tony's over there. Jared, get out of here. Get out of here, you fucking retard. What are you doing on my stage? Messing up my red microphone. You know? That's just good old-fashioned funny right there, you know? It's that can't all be winners. But listen to this. This one was crazy. We're going to end it on this segment before we get into that Dave Portnoy. We're going to end this Kill Tony segment on this set of time codes right here. This guy comes on stage with this fucking set, this bucket pool. It's his first time doing comedy. He starts this shit out with the biggest bang. I have not seen no shit like this in a long ass time. Watch this guy.
Very right about these things.
Bobby Hill.
Peyton Ruddy, Ruddy, Peyton Ruddy comedy on social media. Watch it blow up. This is an interesting name. Almost no way that I could say this correctly, but I'm gonna try. Make some noise for the Kill Tony debut of Dorda Krejcik.
I'm going to tell you right now, whatever you think this set's going to be, it's not going to be what you expect. Okay? Just keep that in mind when we're listening to this.
Hello, my name is George Krkilic, and that's not even a joke. I am from Montenegro, and Montenegro in Spanish and Italian means a black mountain, right? Which makes me your black mountain man. Or, as we like to call us, I am a Montenegro.
What did this guy just fucking say? I'm sorry. Can you repeat yourself right now? What did you just say?
In Spanish and Italian means a black mountain, right? Which makes me your black mountain man. Or, as we like to call us, I am a Montenegro.
This fucking...
Oh, shut up.
Yo, this fucking guy, what? Listen to this. And look at the trumpet player in the back. He's losing his goddamn mind. He's laughing his ass off this joke.
I can say it. Oh, shut up. Well, if you don't like that hard R at the end, you can just call me a Montenegro. It's fine. We like it. Well, You have to understand, I have right to say it because we were slaves for 500 years, right? Under a Turkish empire. So I heard some of you guys got the reparations for slavery. Well, that's why this Montenegro is here tonight. I need some reparations too, all right? And that would be my minute.
Bro, that is actually insane. Look at their faces when he finishes with his shit. Look at them. Every single one of them, they're like, we all have so much to lose. Tony's like, I might have a Netflix deal soon. Chris is over here. He's a ball of anxiety. His podcast has been getting all of their ads from Tom Segura's podcast, Your Mom's House Network. So that kind of makes Tom Segura Chris's boss. Because all his podcast revenue is coming in from Tom. Because you know he's not making much off them AdSense because the views are low. And Joe, he doesn't want his his fucking New York sandwich shop to get canceled. Because New York is very progressive. So, you know, you got to be careful with what you're laughing at. If you got a sandwich shop in New York and you want that shit to survive, you got to make sure all the hip, young, progressive, you know, woke folk are going to come in there too, or else you're not going to sell shit. And of course, the only black guy on stage right now is wearing fucking Morpheus goddamn He's wearing Morpheus sunglasses, sitting over there looking at him like he wants to fucking hit him with some of that fucking 5 palm shit that Morpheus and Neo were doing in the dojo. This is like a painting right here. This is insane.
And that would be my minute.
Okay. All right. I think a lot of people are leaving right now.
See, they don't even know what to do. They're all flabbergasted because this is a touchy subject right here. And this guy, he don't give a shit. This guy doubled down in his set. He's going to double down in the interview and everything like that. We're going to listen to that. But first, I want to show you, Tony ends up asking, I think his name is John Dees. It's John Dees on the keys. That's how Tony says, hey, we got John Dees on the keys back here. So, John Dees is the only black dude on the stage right now. D Madness is out. You know, they're trying to get him his eyesight back or something like that. So, Tony's like, hey, John, what did you think about this guy's set?
What were we saying? What's going on? All right. What do you think about him? What do you think, John?
I didn't hear him.
Perfect. I love it. Thank God black guys do not pay attention to this show.
See, so now John's trying to play it cool. I didn't hear him. I didn't even pay attention to his set. I was smoking this blunt, listening. I was on some other shit, dog. So I didn't even hear what he was saying. You know, fuck all that noise. So now, this guy, he's going to double down. Like I said, these guys are asking him questions. He's going to double down. Watch this.
So, okay.
And I think I have a bit that I can go with, and I can play with, and I can do. I don't mean to be rude with it, but I can compare similarities between the N-word and Montenegros, right?
Look, so now if you're watching at home, this was a fucking wild moment right here. So he goes, hey, man, I'm not trying to offend anybody with my set. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just trying to do comedy, dog. That's all this is. What are we doing if we can't do comedy? And then he goes, you know, if I say and he looks at John Dees, he goes, the N-word, you know, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. And they're all like, whoa, what the fuck are you doing looking at John like that? Like, you can't just be saying this shit, dog. What the fuck? Watch this.
Dude, I don't mean to be rude with it, but I can compare similarities between the N-word and Montenegros, right?
You just look directly at John Dees and...
Yo, so now John's sitting there like, what the fuck is actually going on here, Tony? Like, get this guy off the stage before I fuck this dude up. John is actually like, holy shit. I cannot believe this guy's actually doubling down. He's sitting there like, yeah, me and that N-word, we're just one and the same. You know? All these N's out here, I'm just like them, dog. You know? He's like fucking legitimately the most racist bum I've ever seen in my entire life. And he is a bum. He does tell these guys, I'm homeless. And then they start asking him some questions. Or no, actually, Tony's getting ready to let him go. Tony asks him how old he is. Wait until you hear this. This is actually insane.
George Kritchik. Fun times. You know, it was your first set. So you know what I'm going to do? Instead of giving you a little joke book for the amount of laughs that you got, I want you to get some work done. I believe in you, George. I think you have a lot of pent up. How old are you?
I'm 33.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you have a chance at this, George.
This dude's 33 fucking years old? Is this even real? There's no fucking way, dude. This guy has lived the roughest life. And for that, we love him. Because obviously it's been so rough that this guy thinks he could just say whatever the fuck he wants. And I always respect that. I like people that just say whatever the fuck they want. Doesn't mean I have to agree with it. But I respect your right to say it.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.